Hello and good morning. Because today is such a beautiful summer day, I didn't want to waste it sitting inside the house. Oh man, it's such a windy day today, so I hope that we're able to hear me clearly. My neighbors just pulled up. They're probably gonna come over here and say something. I was just about to say, I hope my neighbors don't come walking out of the front door because I'm filming on the front porch. Hello! For like the last 2 months, the front porch has kind of been like my favorite part of the entire house. I just love how green it is. We have this huge tree in our front yard that really helps to kind of like shade the area, that I feel really peaceful out here on the front porch, even though I can still hear the highway. So we're just gonna try to ignore that because today I really wanted to sit down and film kind of like a quick and casual yarn haul. I was going through my past videos and I realized that the last time I filmed any kind of yarn haul was over 8 months ago. So I figured I'd come on camera today and open up these packages with you guys in real time, show you guys what I've been picking up, and it'll be a really nice mixture between some oldies but goodies as well as some new to me fibers. I've kind of been stuck in like a box where I kind of just reuse the same fan favorite yarns that I know are tried and true. They're gonna work for me all the time, but there are so many different types of yarns in the world that I have never even tried before. I've never laid my hands on before, so I thought I would just like bulk order some, see if I like them, see if I could picture myself using them for any kind of like future summer projects. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. This first package is from the website called Linda Hobby or Linda Hobby. I've seen their ads a few different times, but again, I've never really shopped from them, so I'm pretty sure I picked out like 5 or 6 new to me lines of yarn, and I think most of them are by Lana Grossa, which I'm really excited about. So this first one is the Lana Grossa Elastico. Honestly, I picked it up just kind of based on the name. Elastico seemed very intriguing, almost like it was going to be a really springy or stretchy type of fiber. If I can find you guys some information here, it's made in Italy with 96% cotton and 4% polyester. It feels really smooth. I can tell that it's a cotton style fiber, but I gotta say, it's one of the more softer types of cotton. This could definitely be used for wearables, any kind of garments, accessories. This would be really comfortable against the skin. There might be a little bit of squish with the yarn, but it's a pretty sturdy fiber. I really do like the feel of this. Like I could see myself making a summer maxi skirt with this, or even like some mini skirts. I think what really impresses me with this yarn is that for this being a 96% cotton fiber, it moves and it acts like a merino wool. Like it's not stiff, it has a lot of movement. I can already tell that it's pretty drapey, which is why I'm so drawn to it. But for what it's worth, I really do like it. I like the texture of it. I think it feels really nice. It feels very lightweight, so very interested in possibly picking up some more of these in a few different colorways. Another yarn that I was really excited to see online is the Lang Yarns Oceania Sea Cell line. Now this is a 70% cotton and 30% viscose fiber, but underneath the viscose it says sea cell, so I'd have to assume there's some type of environmentally friendly implications with that. Another cotton yarn that feels really, really good. Like this is buttery smooth. It's got a creaminess to it, which I really like. It looks more like in between a sock and a sport weight fiber, so it's really thin, but these are more so the types of fibers that I personally choose to go towards, especially during the warmer months. The thinner the fiber, the more lightweight it's going to be, and also more chance for it to have a lot of movement and drape and flow to it. Oceania feels really, really good on the hands. It's kind of like bright grass green, but I really like it. I can almost imagine like a sleeveless cardigan in this kind of color, or again, even like a maxi skirt in a really bright green colorway like this one. And I think this would also play really nicely with stitches that have a lot of definition, even like cables, maybe lacy, but more of like a textural stitch. I think this is going to look really, really good. Another fiber that I definitely want to stock up on, this and a pink on some micro shorts, or even like some flowy shorts for summer. This is gonna look really, really good. So I ended up picking out 2 different shades of the Lang Yarns Paradise. I wasn't planning on picking this up, but the photos online really caught my eye. They were very intriguing, and I just had to see what it looked like in person. Paradise is a 78% cotton and 22% viscose. We're really on the cotton viscose blends today. What makes this yarn so interesting is that it kind of has like a dual tone to it. There's a mixture between some matte sections as well as a little bit more of a shiny or glossy look to it. It's actually really beautiful. It kind of reminds me of like fish scales or like a mermaid's tail. It's very unique. I will say that it's touchably soft, but it's not the softest yarn ever. I think this might work better knitted up into like a shawl or maybe even like a poncho. I really do like this kind of like textural look that it's giving. And I thought that it was a chainette, but it almost looks plied. I think this is a chainette fiber. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think I will find some projects to use this on, but I'm not sure if I want to re-up on this. Recently, I have been a little bit obsessed with crochet ponchos, so I think that would also be a really gorgeous option for this yarn, especially this shade. I just finished up a poncho working it top down, and I think a color shifting yarn like this would play so well as like a gradual gradient. The next one I picked up is the Lana Grossa Ecopuno. Now this is another fiber that I've seen really good reviews about. I'd have to say it feels really good on the hands, but for a summer type of fiber, I'm not sure if this is what I'd want to use. It's surprising because it says it's 72% cotton, 17% merino, and 11% baby alpaca, which is kind of a trip because as I look at it and even as I feel it, it really reminds me more of like a fall to winter style fiber. I think the fluff from the baby alpaca is what's throwing me off so much because it looks like a warm retention, cozy style fiber, but you're telling me that this has 72% cotton? I don't know, man. I think Lana Grossa is onto something. If you're telling me that this is more of a summer-based fiber, then I'm flabbergasted. But this feels really good. Another creamy, buttery style fiber. Seems rather lightweight enough. Is this a chainette too? It's so hard to tell, especially on fibers that are more of like a sock weight, but the fluffiness is just, I'm tweaking out on this one right now. Maybe I just need to test it out, make something really quick and easy, something that I can test out, and then I can come back and tell you guys if it's actually a summer-based fiber. Wow, it does feel really, really good though. If you guys have ever used ecopuno yourself, please let me know down below in the comments if it is what it says it is and what you guys like to use it for. And then last but not least, I decided to re-up on a new color for me. This is the Lang Yarns Cloud Fiber. This is a merino extra fine superwash merino fiber. If you guys can remember, way back almost 2 years ago, I used a different colorway to make Suki the cutest dog sweater ever, which she sadly does not fit into anymore. I really loved that stitch pattern that I used in that initial sweater, so I thought that I would do a little bit of early prepping for fall and make a new updated dog sweater pattern. And because I've already used this yarn and I know just how reliable it is and how it's going to work out for the project, I thought I would stock up on just one ball. So this is 90% extra fine superwash merino and 10% nylon. It's really fluffy. I think it's a chainette. So many people were using this past winter to make knit sweaters, which were so incredibly gorgeous. The color shifts that Lang Yarns creates is almost unmatched. Like, I'd have to say that Cloud Yarn is top tier with some Noro yarns. But the last bit of fibers are from Hobbii. Y'all know I've been a tried and true Hobbii lover. I decided to pick up some more Friends Cotton Silk. I think I got a 10 pack. As I was mentioning earlier, I've really been into making crochet ponchos, so I thought that I would re-up on a few different colorways in the Friends Cotton line. So I have this, I think this is Dune. It's kind of like a sandy tan colorway. And then I also picked up 10 balls in like their wine red colorway because I also thought a deep red poncho like this would be really gorgeous at the start of fall and winter. I just thought it'd be smart of me to stock up now so that I'm not like rushing and scrambling to get this later on. I am a ride or die for this yarn. I think this is a fiber that I will always keep in stock. I might have to say this is my all-time favorite Hobbii yarn. And the reasons why I love this yarn so much, first and foremost, it's a number 3 DK lightweight fiber. fiber. It's also made with 77% cotton and 23% silk. I cannot today. So for me, this is just the perfect all-around summer fiber. You got a really nice blend between the lightweight cotton, but it's also creamy, silky soft. And as I was saying, it's a number 3 DK. Usually if I'm gonna find silk cotton fibers, they're usually a sock weight, at most a sport weight. It also has this like slight wavy texture to it. I'm not too sure what this is considered, but just the way that they go about plying the yarn gives it a little bit of like built-in texture on its own, so that it doesn't look so plain and basic. And then the very last yarn that I decided to pick up, this is the Twister Solid. The Twister and the Friends wheel are very much, to me, the same exact yarn. They have the same exact fiber composition as well as the same weight of yarn. So to me, it's kind of like the same exact thing, but with a different name on it. I decided to pick this up because there are a few different projects that I can see myself making with this. I'm kind of jumping the gun and spoiling it in this video, but one of the really big items that I think I want to attempt to make are some culottes, maybe some capris. I don't want them to be just basic. I want them to have a little bit of flowiness. I don't want to say wide leg, but I do want there to be some type of movement within the shorts so that they're not just rectangles. And I felt like the Twister Solid was going to be a really great friend to help me kind of achieve that look that I'm going for. All right, Suki's telling me that I need to start wrapping up this video. I think she wants to go back inside. Don't feel bad for her. She begs to sit out with me on this porch. She's a sun girly. She loves to just sunbathe and get the fresh air and her fur. Look at this. And then other than the capris, I thought this would also be a really good option for some more crochet ponchos. I know, by the end of this summer, I'm probably gonna have 5 or 6 different ponchos sitting in my wardrobe. I just really like how flowy and flimsy this yarn is. It's a number 2 fine weight, so I thought that this would also add a really nice drapey element to the ponchos. Those are kind of just my current yarns I've picked up. Really excited to kind of test these out and see what kind of designs I can come up with. Just kind of like test my skills and push myself to create something new. Excited to hear your thoughts if you guys have used any of these fibers. Definitely looking for some more Lana Grossa yarn recommendations because instantly I'm a fan, I'm hooked, and I want to see what else they have. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.